everyone, in today's video I'll show you how to make baiganee. Baiganee is a fried Indo-Trinbagonian snack made with baigan or eggplant, and there are a few different methods to prepare this delicious vegan street food. It's a popular street food snack and it's also served at Hindu prayers, weddings, religious events, and some serve it as appetizers at their limes and gatherings, and of course it's served for Diwali. I already have 2 methods posted on the channel and those videos are linked in the cards above. Today I'll share a more traditional way of making baiganee, and I love buying this at one of my favorite vendors in Orangefield, and today I'm going to show you how to make it at home. This third method is made by slicing the baigan or the eggplant into 1/4 to 1/2 inch rounds and pasting it with a mixture of freshly ground split peas or dhal, and I also like adding some chickpeas or channa to it. Flour, but today I'm using cornstarch, baking powder, green seasoning and turmeric, and frying it until crispy and golden brown. Throughout the video you'll hear me refer to eggplant as baigan. In Europe it's called aubergine, in India it's brinjal, and in the Caribbean we also know it as melanjan. First, soak equal amounts of split peas or dhal and channa or chickpeas in water overnight. Usually dhal is used alone, but I love the texture and the flavor that the channa gives. This paste is made just like I make kachori. If you wanted to skip this step, you can just use some ground split peas or dhal powder. Let's take a trip to the markets on Liberty Avenue in Queens, New York. Choose the baigan with the smooth and shiny skins. I like the smaller ones because they're usually sweeter. If you want all the baiganee the same size, then choose some baigan with a uniform thickness. I get these globe baigan to make the baiganee because they're tough and ideal for frying. These Chinese or Japanese eggplants are great for the baigan pies, which are more popular at the street food stalls. These Japanese eggplants are so creamy and they have a mildly sweet flavor. To prepare the baigan, make sure it's washed and dried properly. Make these slices about 1/2 inch thick, and you can cut it thicker or thinner if you'd like. You can even make diagonal slices for a larger surface area. I'm cutting the Japanese baigan into strips to make some baigan pies also. This step is optional, but in my opinion it's worth it. Now I like to sweat the baigan slices. Lay them onto a tray lined with paper towels and sprinkle salt over the top. Let them sit for about 15 minutes, flip and do the same on the next side. And let it sit for about an hour if you have some extra time. If not, then it's fine. Once it sweats and lets out a lot of water, rinse the slices and pat them dry. Some of them might oxidize and turn brown, but that's okay because baigan tends to oxidize really quickly once it's cut. Now let's prepare the paste. Add the dhal and channa to a food processor or blender and blend until it has a paste consistency. The finer it is, the better it's going to stick onto the baigan. If you wanted to omit flour or cornstarch, make sure this mixture is grinded extra fine. You can add fresh seasonings also and blend everything together. I usually add the seasonings after. To the blended dhal and channa, add some turmeric, salt, a pinch of baking powder, green seasoning. This is a blend of bandania or shadow beni, garlic, hot peppers and pimento peppers. Now add cornstarch, and flour can also be used, but the cornstarch keeps it binded and it makes it more crispy. I like to mix the paste with my hand, but you can use a spoon if you want. No water is needed, but if for some reason it's super dry and crumbly, then just add a few drops of water. Season the baigan slices with some green seasoning and salt, and this step is optional. Paste the mixture on both sides and compact it as you spread it. A lot of people messaged me saying that the paste actually fell off the baigan while frying. And this usually happens when the baigan has a lot of water. That's why I like to sweat it before and ensure that it's fairly dry before pasting it. Also, the cornstarch helps to bind the paste and it keeps it stuck to the slices. Add the pasted baigan slices into the hot oil on medium-high heat and let them fry for about 4 to 6 minutes until golden brown. And make sure you flip them a few times while frying. If you don't want to fry them, you can bake them for 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or until they're golden brown. Now it's looking more like baiganee, right? Once they're fried, place them onto a tray lined with paper towels to soak up the extra oil. I'm also making some baigan pies today. These have become really popular on the street food scene recently. Most vendors use the dough for the doubles bara, wrap the strips of baigan and then they fry it. It's more efficient this way also. Most of the street food baiganee and aloo pies are made using the bara dough. My doubles recipe is linked in the cards above if you want to try it this way. To serve, I like adding some doubles channa and some of my favorite toppings. Here I have 2 types of mango chutneys, raw and boiled, roasted pepper sauce, coconut chutney, tambran or tamarind sweet sauce, and some pumsite chutney. You can slice the baiganee and add the chutneys in the middle, or you can just add them on top. These are so crispy and delicious, and if you make it without the flour and you choose to just use cornstarch or the grinded dhal and channa alone, then this snack will be gluten-free. I hope you make these crispy and mouth-watering baiganee this Diwali. Just as many of the other Indo-Trinbagonian dishes have roots in India, this baiganee is similar to brinjal bhaji or pakora. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing how I make baiganee. This is just my personal recipe, and if you make it differently, leave me a comment below. I do have 2 other videos showing you how to make it with a wet batter and like a pie. If you're drooling right now and you're in TNT but you don't have time to make these, head to the Divali Nagar in Shagonas or to the Debe double sheds for your baiganee fix. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Leave me all your comments and your questions below, and subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of all the latest videos. Wishing you peace, love, happiness and prosperity this Diwali. Until next time. Bye!